Imagine waking up one morning to find your name splashed across the world's front pages. Not for a goal, not for a record, but for something far darker. That's exactly how one of football's biggest storms began. It starts in Las Vegas, 2009. Bright lights, hotel corridors, the kind of night people spin into stories later. Cristiano Ronaldo, then a global superstar, at the height of his powers, was in the city for a promotional event. What happened behind closed doors that night would stay private for years, until it didn't. Fast forward almost a decade. In 2018, a woman named Kathryn Mayorga went public. She filed a civil complaint alleging that an encounter in 2009 had been non-consensual. Her lawyers said she had tried to keep it private at first, then later sought legal redress. Overnight, a private whispered rumor became a headline that rippled around the world. Now pause. This is where things get complicated. There are different pieces to the puzzle. A reported confidential agreement in 2010 that both sides referenced in different ways. Legal filings appearing and disappearing, courtroom arguments about whether evidence was handled properly, and a public back and forth that lawyers and journalists pored over for months. The story was no longer a single image or tweet. It was legal filings, appeals, and a media circus that never seemed to end. Why did it explode? Because this wasn't just another celebrity squabble. It involved power, money, privacy, and the murky intersection of justice and celebrity. Fans split. Some defended Ronaldo fiercely. Others demanded accountability. Pundits weighed in. Social feeds became battlegrounds. Every new filing, every judge's ruling, every excerpt leaked to the press felt like another twist in a courtroom drama. The legal outcomes were messy. Reports widely described a confidential settlement around 2010. Later civil suits were filed and later dismissed at stages on procedural grounds, with judges pointing to issues with how evidence or filings were handled. Crucially, there was never a criminal conviction, and Ronaldo always denied wrongdoing, saying the encounter was consensual. That tension, an explosive accusation, a denial, and legal technicalities kept the story alive, fed headlines, and fueled endless debate. So what was the fallout? For Ronaldo, it was a stain that wouldn't scrub off. Commercial deals weathered the headlines, but the cloud hung over interviews, endorsements, and public appearances. For the accuser, it became an exhausting legal battle watched around the world. For the public, it raised broader questions. How do we handle alleged crimes involving the famous? How do secret settlements shape accountability? And when does the court of public opinion step in or step on the scales? Why should you care? Because this isn't just a sports story, it's a modern morality play. It forces us to reckon with power imbalances, the limits of the legal system, and how fame reshapes truth. We may never know every private detail, but the way the story unfolded changed conversations about celebrity, consent, and justice. Soft, reflective. Whatever side you take, the Las Vegas controversy didn't end with a verdict on a court docket. It echoed across culture, stubbornly reminding us that sometimes the biggest questions aren't about goals or trophies, but about what justice looks like when money and fame are in the room.